Okay, guys. So this is my it's 9:30 p.m. in Toronto. I just want to get this posting for my other website, COMMGiving, and it'll be my COMMGiving video entry for tomorrow. I average about a post a day for COMMGiving. So, and I just want to get this out of the way because it occurred to me. I was thinking about there's a recent story on BuzzFeed News about an ad network that's being investigated for fraud, and a lot of advertisers, major advertisers like car companies and so on, consumer packaged goods, are finding that the ads they run aren't being seen by actual people, but are being seen like, like on one web page there might be like 10 ads showing all at once or something like that. It's just like fake views, right? Fraudulent views. And that in conjunction with the fact that ComScore used to very publicly release the top 50 websites, American websites, every quarter. It has since kind of stopped doing that. It no longer releases that, and there's no longer a big press release. There's no longer a big industry ballyhoo each time it releases those reports. Ever since Yahoo, for lack of a better word, I don't want to get sued, but ever since Yahoo kind of tanked with all its controversy, and now Yahoo itself is being sued by 1 billion people. But Yahoo email accounts, like tons of them got hacked into, and on top of that, not just email accounts, but its cookies. Its cookies got hacked into, and so now, how does ComScore work? ComScore has not been released, like the top 50 rankings of the top 50 websites in America and stuff. For America has not been released in a while, and it coincides with all the fiasco around Yahoo and all the hacking and the cookie hacking and the email. So where was I going with this? If you hack a cookie, okay, so let's backtrack. How ComScore works is it takes a sample of the internet. It has a sampling, like a group of users, and it doesn't have 200 million people. It does not track 200 million people. It might track like 1,000 people. And it is a hybrid system. It'll track 1,000 people, but also it'll ask you to add code on your website, similar to Google Analytics. So it's a hybrid system. But the part where it samples like 1,000 people, if you're able to hack Yahoo's cookies, each time one of those 1,000 visits Yahoo, and the fraudsters are always monitoring what gets sent back to their servers. They can take that one visit and turn it into like 100,000 visits, because the cookie's been hacked, and so has the email accounts. So it just needs to catch a few ComScore samplers, and the ComScore rating is totally out of whack, because it's no longer like objective fair rating. Yeah, that's how ComScore works. About 1,000 samples or something like that. Not all 200 million on your browser. And you just catch a few of those, and you replicate the cookies, and you assign it to all these other things, and it looks like authentic traffic. Um, and so I have a feeling that's why ComScore is not really publicly releasing its rankings anymore, ever since the hacking and all that stuff. And now now we're at network, I think they call it what, 360 network? Which is also Glam Media, 360 network, Mode Media. I read that on BuzzFeed, which used to be like number 10th largest website network on the internet, is under suspicion for fraud. Similar. I'm not saying that they're the same thing, but the type of like traffic fraud that's possible when you hack cookies. And imagine this: if in a case where if the whole organization is fraudulent and the CEO not only are they victim of hacking, but they actually hand over their cookie IDs and all that stuff, you can really fake traffic. So and fool ComScore rankings. So it is known on the internet that a lot of these things are going on for people to steal money. You know, fraudulent, if you're convicted of fraud. So there's the story at BuzzFeed News about 360 Network suspected of fraud. Google, you know, the hacking, they hacked their cookies, hacked their emails. Technically savvy enough, you can fool ComScore because you got all the tools you need. And if you do this on purpose, you're stealing money from advertisers, like millions of dollars. And basically all you're doing is just faking cookies. So that's what's going on in the internet. That's my post for COMMGiving. I average about one a day, so I was going to do this tomorrow, but I'm doing it this evening. Have a good night.